I know I didn't tell anybody because I was scared that they were making fun of me or I couldn't get the right help or anything, and I barely come out of it. Then last time you see me in that program, it messed me up even more because all I did was just violent. It was just violence. It was nothing but violence, and I was going through psychosis still. And to be honest with you, I went on a run because I can recover from psychosis. That's what I did. I rest. I slept for a whole month. I did everything correctly
No,
on my own.
because you didn't report to probation, so you didn't do everything correctly.
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
State of Texas versus Isaiah David Ibarra. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Judith Wemmert.
And are you Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video with the sentencing because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state or the defense?
No objection.
No.
Mr. Ibarra, do you have any objection with the sentencing taking place by video?
No, ma'am.
And the court will note for the record that the defendant entered a plea on February 3rd, and that was done by video, and the defendant had signed a consent to appear by video. All right, according to your plea bargain agreement, the state proceeded on the lesser offense of robbery. Punishment was to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state was opposing your application for deferred adjudication, but recommending community supervision, and there was restitution, of course. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any objections to the PSI report from the state or the defense?
No.
No, ma'am.
All right, state you're opposed to the defendant's application for deferred adjudication. Can you explain to the court why?
Yes, Judge, we're opposed just based on the nature of the offense and the facts of the case. I believe also that he has some other cases that were pending at the time. And so if I recall, he was on bond for some misdemeanor terroristic threats and evading at the time. So that's why we're opposed.
All right. Ms. Wemmert?
Thank you, Judge. Does the court just want me to address the deferred or?
Yes.
I think that Mr. Ibarra, based on his mental health evaluation, has a long way to go in terms of dealing with how he got here. And I know that deferred is a carrot over their head. And I think that Mr. Ibarra could benefit from having this carrot over his head. And by that, I mean that, of course, the plea bargain is for 6, but the court would have the full range of punishment available should Mr. Ibarra violate and have his probation revoked. I think that's critical for Mr. Ibarra in order to get him to stay on course once he would be released from his mental health treatment facility.
All right. The court then is inclined to grant his application for deferred adjudication. And I'm looking at his criminal history. And also it appears that a lot of the issues that you face, Mr. Ibarra, are based on mental health issues. So I'm going to grant your application for deferred adjudication. Now, the only other issues are the issues of conditions.
Yes, ma'am.
So state, it shows that he's been approved for MIOF. And so what are the conditions? I see that there's to be no contact with Christian Fossil. Are there any other conditions, state, that you think will keep Mr. Ibarra on track?
No, Judge, the only other thing that we asked for was a community service and then restitution to Christian.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put him in MyOff, and when Mr. Ibarra, when you're released from MyOff, I'm gonna have you placed on GPS for 6 months so that we can make sure that you keep up with all your mental health appointments. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and who is your support system? Are your parents around or?
Only my mother and my brother.
All right. And I've looked at some of your background. Was Child Protective Services involved in your life?
I believe so when I was a child.
All right. And have you ever seen a psychiatrist before you accumulated this case?
No, man, I was trying to get one, but I was unable to.
All right, Mr. Ibarra, here's the thing. Are you on any type of medications?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what happens with people who have mental health issues who are on medications. They start feeling great. They stop hearing voices, but the medication has side effects. And they decide that they're no longer going to take the medication because they're feeling better. It's important that you stay on your medications. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If there are some side effects or issues with the medication that you're taking, what you need to do is contact your doctor. But if you go off those medications, things will probably happen, and things of a criminal nature, and we don't want to see you back here with criminal charges. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you understand if I grant you your application for deferred adjudication, and I've said I would, that if you mess up on it, you're going to end up possibly with 20 years in prison? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
State versus Isaiah David Ibarra. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Ibarra.
And are you Mr. Ibarra? Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Isaiah David Ibarra who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 12333 for the offense of robbery on April 7, 2021 for a period of 8 years and extended for a total of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Isaiah David Ibarra, defendant there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May, June, July, August 2024 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
State waives the remaining violation allegation.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, deny the motion, alter and amend conditions of supervision to require local ISF with release to supported ISP, if I remember correctly.
All right, so here's the court's problem. Previously, he was here in June for a violation of condition number 24, and the court denied the motion, extended him for a year, and did state ISF cognitive. So I don't see how this would help. And I understand the mental health component, but what are we doing here?
Hey, Judge, just my understanding, I believe that's why the local ISF has been proposed, because there are some mental health concerns with Mr. Ibarra. I spoke with him this morning. Since he's been at the jail, he hasn't been medicated. He has only been taking sleeping medication, but he hasn't been taking anything regarding his mental health concerns.
So do you have any concerns that he's incompetent?
I don't, Judge. I did speak with him at the jail and also this morning. He does understand the proceedings, what he's charged with, what can possibly happen if the court denies or grants the motion to adjudicate.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so I don't understand if there's any help for Mr. Ibarra because he's been extended before. Oh, and State, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
So what is,
Judge, he still has a lot of time left on his deferred. He received it back in 2021 for 8 years, and he received another year extension. So he still has time to complete his commitment to probation.
all right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
I think David Ibarra.
All right, why are you not reporting?
But my understanding, I triggered psychosis and I was in psychosis for the last few years.
I'm sorry, what?
I was in psychosis for the last few years and I wasn't really in my right state of mind. And I know I didn't tell anybody because I was scared that they were making fun of me or I couldn't get the right help or anything. And I barely come out of it. The last time you see me in that program, it messed me up even more because all I did was just violent. It was just violence. It was nothing but violence, and I was going through psychosis still. And on with you, I went on a run because I can recover from psychosis. That's what I did. I rest. I slept for a whole month. I did everything correctly
No,
on my own.
because you didn't report to probation, so you didn't do everything correctly.
Yes.
So I don't even, you're still not explaining to me why you're not reporting. You had the wherewithal to say, I'm in psychosis. I'm just going to do everything on my own. You still
That would
didn't
be the
report.
excuse.
Hmm?
That would be the excuse.
Yeah, so you didn't report. And there's no excuse for not reporting. I could see it if, oh, I'm in psychosis. I didn't even know I was on probation. I didn't have the strength or whatever, or the will to pick up a phone and call somebody. So I don't understand.
I think maybe he realizes that now, Judge. I think at the time, I don't think, unfortunately, probation was at the forefront of what was going on with him in terms of reporting. I think now he realized that he still should have been reporting. I can't say if he had that mindset back then when he didn't report for those 4 months.
Probation. So what are we gonna do with Mr. Ibarra?
We can do another evaluation. I am showing that the last evaluation haven't had one at least a year. So I would say maybe another, I did get the court summary approved.
Mm-hmm,
Because I just got word and I'll print it out. For the court.
okay.
That's concerned, it does concern me that, he hasn't reported in approximately a year, Judge. Here you go, Judge.
Right, so here's my question. Does he owe any money to any restitution?
No restitution is listed, Judge.
All right. Then on the court summary, it says that he was arrested for criminal trespassing. So that's how he's in custody, because he had this violation.
And I was unaware that, Judge, because the criminal trespass was not listed, I don't believe on the was listed on the amended,
Okay.
happened in March.
All right, state, with regards to the criminal trespass, are you aware that he has a criminal trespass? And is that criminal trespass still pending?
I became aware of this within the last 30 seconds. I do not know if it is still pending or not.
All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. Court is going to grant the motion, revoke, and the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be remaining no contact with Christian Bossell. And I'll request the therapeutic community and council will retain jurisdiction.
Also, Judge, did the court give Mr. Ibarra credit for the time he spent in ISF? I don't know those exact dates.
Yes. And did he successfully complete it?
Yes,
You
sir.
have the dates?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, Mr. Ibarra. The court, when people are placed on probation, the court can only help you is if you reach out for help. And previously, you had a motion to revoke. ISF was tried, and then you just disappeared, and you disappeared for an entire year. The minimum people can do while they're on probation is report. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes.
Thank you, counsel.
Thanks, Judge.
Seats.
Have a good- Yeah, the dates, okay, thank you.